Maungatautari is a massive restoration project, trying to create a pest-free area in a landlocked island sanctuary. Currently, the project is stalled in a controversy over the governance and management of the area, but all those involved are seeking to restore the forest with a healthy diversity of indigenous plants and animals. There have already been some remarkable ecological lessons learned.
We went to the community in a really big exercise and said to them, your mountain, what do you know about it? How do you use it? You know where the tracks are? Do you ever go hunting in there? Have you seen any changes? What are the changes? And inevitably, well, the birds have gone. Well, what are we going to do about it? What are the options? And the options were, well, we can smother it in 1080 or what have you, or trap and poison forever in a year. And there is an possible alternative now, putting a fence around, trying to get rid of everything inside and taking it for it. And the response, just about the lot, was get the hell on with the fence. When we began, we decided that we needed to begin with 2 enclosures, smaller ones, 35 and 65 hectares. We got to learn how to do it. We got to show funders that we could do it. We wanted somewhere where we could learn how to get rid of pests. We got to have somewhere where we could put the urgent reintroductions, etc. So there are these 2 sub-enclosures totaling 100 hectares. We got rid of all the pests in there in '04, I think it was, and they've been clear ever since. Now, that's incredible, 100 hectares with nothing. As soon as we finished these, well, the impetus was on, so we just carried on building, money or not, and finished the whole 47 right round. The money came, thank God. If anything falls, even a punga leaf, from here down to the ground, anything can climb up, it can get over. So we need to know immediately, and we've had research done that shows that the traffic along here on the outside is like the Southern Motorway, with everything you can imagine. And we also made holes in it to test and found that they got through within about 90 minutes. So we had to have some system of alerting us that we've got to get out there. So on the top here, you've got a standard Gallagher electric fence wire going through loops. If anything falls on there for more than about 10 seconds, an alarm goes off and it tells you which section of the perimeter you've got problems on. And some poor becker's phone rings at about 3 a.m. and it's raining and blowing wind and he's got to get out, or she, got to get out and do something about it within 90 minutes.
The biggest challenge that we have at the moment is deeming the 3,500 hectares as absolutely predator-free. We've got a couple of hare and a handful of mice on the mountain that we're dealing with at the moment, and that's just a huge challenge to get rid of those very last mice. And then we can then bring in all the traps and the poison and the kiwi that we're breeding in the 60 and 30 hectares. We can then release them onto the main mountain and then they can thrive. We'll go this way until it sort of fades. Yeah. There are also other species that are very vulnerable to poison, robins and also kakapo we hope to get up here sometime in the not too distant future. Where's the kiwi, Bella? Where's the kiwi, Bella? Good girl, Bella. Good girl, good girl. Bella's got it. Is it in there, is it? Good girl. Okay, come back around here. Bella, come back here. Here, good girl, lie down, sit. We just really need to make sure that our dream is met and that we are completely, predator-free, and then we can really get into this restoration. Funding is also a big hurdle that we need to overcome. Translocations are very expensive. It just amazes me when you take predators out of the picture, just how fast the bush bounces back. And it all starts from what you get in the leaf litter from the invertebrates. The invertebrates are 30 to 100 times what they were before the fence was put up. and the bush is really bouncing back. The kiwi are breeding like rabbits, you know, they're just really reaching their potential. Also their weight gains is just astronomical.
500.
The kaka, we're just seeing increasing numbers of them. We're also finding species that we never actually thought existed in here. Like we've got the Duvesal's gecko and various other invertebrate species that were unheard of. We've got tui, bellbirds, keriru, and then we've got sort of a few of the ones that we've introduced. We've got takahe in the bush here, kiwi, kaka and hihi stitchbirds as well.
The Maungatautari is our tupuna maunga, our ancestral mountain. As with the Waikato River is our ancestral river, and they are intrinsically linked, and so therefore inseparable. So whatever we do to Waikato River, we treat the maunga the same. I remember back in early 2002 when some of the people who became trustees of MEIT came to our maraes and asked if they could fence the mountain off. And that was sort of greeted with some degree of caution, because for our people, Ngāti Koroki Kahukura, the only lands that many of our people have ever owned are within Maungatautari. So they viewed the fencing of their land as probably the last step in them actually having access and ownership to their land. Well, we had many debates after that initial tono or request from those people, and it was about Maungatautari being restored, I suppose, and prior to that we'd had a series of 1080 poison drops on the Maunga, and because every time a drop was about to happen, resource consents came out. They had to come through our maraes to be signed off as part of that whole process, and that was very difficult to allow that to happen. So at the end of the day, it was convincing our people that there will be an end to poisoning, widespread poisoning on the mountain.
This program was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.